Ladies and gentlemen, as many of you are well aware, a fierce and intense conflict has been raging in the Amhara region. According to reliable sources, the situation is rapidly evolving, and we have received the latest updates that I'm eager to share with you in this video. The most recent reports indicate that following several hours of relentless combat between the Ethiopian National Defense Forces, ENDF, and Amhara Fano forces, Amhara Fano has successfully seized full control of the town of Ibnat in Gonder. It's worth noting that Ibnat is situated in the South Gonder zone of the Amhara region, and as I mentioned in a previous video, this area has been a focal point of intense fighting. In these latest developments, Amhara Fano soldiers have not only entered Ibnat, but have also taken charge of the town. What's particularly significant is that the war equipment previously held by the ENDF, which had been confiscated from the district police station and administrative office, is now firmly in the hands of the Fano forces. It appears that the ENDF has suffered substantial losses in the struggle for Ibnat, as the town is now under the control of the Fano forces, while the ENDF is reported to be retreating toward Dembia. This marks a pivotal moment in the ongoing conflict, as it's the first major victory for the Amhara Fano forces in South Gonder. The situation in this region has been exceedingly volatile, and this shift in control represents a significant turning point. Furthermore, Amhara Fano forces have claimed to have captured dozens of freshly recruited ENDF soldiers during recent clashes. To substantiate this claim, we've received a video that shows ENDF soldiers in the custody of the Fano forces. It's clear that the circumstances surrounding the capture of these soldiers have raised questions about the training and readiness of newly recruited ENDF troops. These newly enlisted ENDF soldiers appear to have been deployed to the battlefield with limited training, and as a result, they have reportedly surrendered to the Amhara Fano forces quite easily after only a brief exchange of gunfire. This situation underscores the challenges and complexities of the ongoing conflict in the Amhara region, and it highlights the need for a closer examination of the recruitment and training processes within the ENDF. Ladies and gentlemen, as we delve deeper into the ongoing complexities of the situation in the Amhara region, there are more startling developments that have come to our attention. Beyond the pivotal events in Ibnat, there are significant reports of Amhara Fano forces achieving major victories in other key areas. These updates shed light on the ongoing clashes that have left an indelible mark on the region, and we are dedicated to providing you with a comprehensive overview of these developments. One such remarkable occurrence is the reported major victory by the Amhara Fano forces in East Dembia, an area of paramount significance. Following several grueling hours of intense combat, the Fano forces emerged triumphant over the Ethiopian National Defense Forces, ENDF. This victory comes at a heavy cost, as it is reported that several ENDF soldiers lost their lives, and numerous others were wounded during the fierce fighting. The Fano forces claim to have seized a substantial quantity of war equipment from this front, which further tilts the balance in their favor. East Dembia is a woreda within the Amhara region, Ethiopia, and the significance of this triumph cannot be overstated, as it represents a significant territorial gain. Simultaneously, there are reports emerging from Metebila and Berhet, with Berhet being situated in northern Shua. After enduring intense combat for 2 consecutive days, the ENDF soldiers managed to enter the town of Berhet, while the Amhara Fano forces took a defensive position on the outskirts of the town. It's important to underline the magnitude of these developments as they bear implications for the ongoing dynamics of the conflict. According to reports attributed to the Fano forces, the ENDF faced a considerable setback in the ground war in Berhet. Furthermore, on this front, Fano forces have reportedly received support from the Afar region, which adds another layer of complexity to the evolving situation. It is clear that alliances and support structures are playing a significant role in determining the outcomes in various areas of this protracted conflict. The situation in Berhet is marred by a new development: drone strikes. Reportedly, after drone strikes in different locations in Berhet, ENDF soldiers have re-entered the town. The drone strikes have also raised concerns about civilian casualties, which underscores the human toll and humanitarian crisis that this conflict continues to exact on the local population. In addition to the military developments in the Amhara region, we must address a deeply troubling and tragic dimension of the ongoing crisis: the reported extrajudicial executions of Amhara civilians by regime forces. These events have taken place in the Gubala, Shulta, and Milkata Kabelas within the Banja Woreda, situated in the Awi zone of the Amhara region, Ethiopia. The allegations of such heinous actions serve as a stark reminder of the human suffering that accompanies conflicts of this magnitude. According to the latest updates, it is alleged that regime forces have carried out the execution of at least 12 innocent Amhara civilians in these specific areas. These civilians, presumably living in fear amidst the chaos and violence of the conflict, have become victims of a brutal and unjust fate. Such reports are deeply disturbing and highlight the urgent need for humanitarian intervention and international scrutiny in the region. These allegations underscore the importance of addressing not only the military aspects of the conflict, but also the significant humanitarian challenges and human rights violations that continue to unfold. In times of protracted conflict, it is often the civilian population that bears the brunt of the suffering, and their protection and well-being should remain a top priority for all parties involved. The reported executions serve as a grim reminder of the need for transparency, accountability, and a comprehensive approach to resolving the conflict in the Amhara region. It is crucial that these allegations are thoroughly investigated and those responsible for such egregious violations of human rights are held accountable for their actions. As we continue to cover the multifaceted aspects of this ongoing crisis, our commitment to bringing you the latest information remains unwavering. The humanitarian situation in the region demands urgent attention and action, and we will do our part to shed light on these critical issues. We implore you to remain engaged with our updates and discussions as we navigate the complexities of this challenging situation. Thank you for your continued interest and support during these trying times.